What up, guys? It's Rachel back again. I'm so excited to give you my first video. Oh, sorry, I'm a little sick, so my throat's, I am here today to show you how I got this look right here. It is my full foundation, contour, and winged eyeliner routine that I pretty much do all the time. If you're interested in this look, keep on watching and I will show you how to do it. So don't take your eyes away from that screen. Let's get to it. Okay, so I do my makeup a little different. Some people do their makeup, they'll do their eyeshadow first and their eyes, and then they'll do their foundation and their contouring. I do my foundation, then I do my eyeshadow, then I do my contouring and concealing, and then I finish my eyes. I kind of just go all over the place, but I'm gonna show you exactly how I do it all the time. So for my foundation, I am using, this is amazing. I've actually had this for so long, but it's amazing. It's Dermablend. It's the foundation stick look 3. And what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna take this and I'm just gonna put a little bit on my face everywhere. And I also use this on my eyes for primer. I don't think it's really necessary to buy like a primer specifically for your eyes, because I see that this does the same exact thing. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my foundation brush and I'm just gonna blend all this in. You always have to find a foundation that doesn't match your face but matches your neck. But you also always want to blend your foundation under your neck a little bit as well, just so it's a perfectly even tone. Also like to just put a little bit on my lips as a semi-primer. Okay, so once all this is blended in, I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. Whenever I do a cat eye, I think, at least for me, it's super important. I don't wanna go too crazy on the eyeshadow because the cat eye is very, very intense. So I'm just gonna do a little bit of eyeshadow because the cat eye is gonna overtake everything else. So recently, I got this palette from Tarte. It is the most amazing palette I've ever had in my life. It is Tartelle in Bloom. The colors are crazy beautiful. These eyeshadows go on like butter. They're so amazing. And this is one thing that I notice a difference in with high-end makeup and drugstore makeup. I always have high-end eyeshadow because I notice a big difference on how it goes on. So this is the latest palette that I've purchased and I have been using it non-stop. I absolutely love it. So here we go with the eyes. So just as a base to go on my eye, I'm going to use this color. It's Smarty Pants. And I'm just gonna take a little on my brush, pat it on my eyelid. You're definitely bound to get some somewhere, but patting it makes it a lot easier. And you can see it just goes on super, super nice. I'm gonna do that to my other eye. And you can see it's very pretty. And then, since I'm already using a light color, I'm gonna take the same brush and I'm just gonna go up under my eyebrow with a lighter color that's a little bit shimmery. I'm gonna go over it again with highlighter, but this is again just a base. And I'm going to use a Funny Girl. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that and just put it right under my eyebrow. Now for the crease. So this is how I do my crease. I go in with the fine crease brush first, and then I use a bigger brush after it's on to kind of just blend it. This is the definer brush from Smashbox. So I use the smaller one first just to kind of get the product on my eyes, and then I use a fluffier brush to kind of blend it all in. So again, since I'm doing a cat eye, I'm gonna do something a little bit lighter for the crease, and I'm going to use this color right here. It's called Rocker. It's a really pretty purpley color with a little bit of iridescent metallic in it, and I absolutely love it. So I'm just gonna take this and right in the crease right here, I'm gonna make a little V shape. And I'm gonna go all the way into the corner of my eye. I'm gonna take a little bit more. Actually, for this specific color, I don't think I need to use the second brush to blend it because it's going on very nice and it's not that dark of a color, so I don't think I need to blend it. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. See, it looks very pretty. And then after that, just in the outer corner of my eye, I'm gonna use a little bit of a darker color just to spice things up. So I'm going to use Leader in this palette. I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit and just make the outer corner of my eye a tad bit darker. So I'm not going all the way around my eye, I'm just staying on the outer part of my eye. Okay, so we're done with the eyeshadow for now. What I always do after I apply eyeshadow is I just take my foundation brush again and just swipe underneath my eye just to get the excess off because some of it fell and got under my eyes. Okay, so now we move to eyeliner. So I've been doing cat eyes forever. I love them, and I know some people have a hard time getting it down. Everyone has different techniques. I'm gonna show you my technique that has worked for me for years. I've been doing this for so long. Hasn't changed, it's been the same all the time. For this, I have a hard time sometimes figuring out the right kind of eyeliner to use, because sometimes the applicators, the way that you apply it, makes it more difficult because you need a really steady hand to do this. And of course there's a difference between liquid and powder. I always use liquid, and I found this one a while ago and I've been using it for years. It is L'Oreal Paris Linear Intense in black. This one is just, it makes it super easy for me to put it on because I feel like I have a steady hand and I can really just get to the places that I need to get to. So, how I do this is I start here in the middle of my eye and I just start making a line, and I do that all the way down to the corner. A nice straight line. And it's always important when you're doing eyeliner to not like pull or move your eyes, because then when you let go it's gonna look different. So I always try to keep a very straight normal face because that's what it's obviously gonna look like when I'm done. If you're messing with your eyes and moving them around when you're back to your normal state, it's gonna look different. So try to make sure that you do that, and it also makes it easier to apply as well. So, as you can see, I have the line and now the wing, which is the hardest part for everyone. I totally understand. It took me a while to get it. So, all I do is I go to the outer part of my eye and just make a line to however long I want it to be. And then I just go to the top of this line and I connect it and then fill it in. And there you go. And I'm gonna do the other eye now. Shake this baby up. Same thing on this eye, I'm just lining the lid all the way down. Then once I get to the outside of my eye, I'm just gonna make a little line and connect. And there's the cat eyes. So, after I do that, as you can see, I have very full eyebrows, so I don't go really crazy in with my eyebrows. But I do a little something something because I have, you know, a couple spots that aren't necessarily even that I want to even out. I just take this Maybelline New York Define a Brow. It's very simple, it's very cheap, it's very just convenient. I'm just gonna brush out my eyebrows. And then on the other side, open it up, and then I can see under here, it's not necessarily straight. So you don't really want to go in a motion this way because your eyebrows go up this way, so you kind of want to fill it in by just going upwards. And then I just go over it a little bit and then just make it a little bit longer here. And also just up here, fill it in a little bit. See the difference? It's a very subtle difference, but it makes a big difference. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. We're done with the eyebrows. So again, this is just my routine. I know a lot of people love eyebrow tutorials and lash tutorials and all that kind of stuff, and I'd be more than happy to give that to you. Today I'm just showing you what I do. Oh, sorry. So now I'm gonna go into concealing. This is my favorite part of everything. So, what I'm going to be using today is the NYX HD Concealer. Right here. Can you see it? Can you see it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm just going to put in a triangular shape right under my eye here. So I conceal and then I blend and then I contour. So I've tried the Beauty Blender. I use the Beauty Blender a lot. I've tried all different things. My favorite is the Blend and Buff brush. I love using this because I think it blends really nicely, and yeah, I just love it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start under my eyes. I gotta make sure it goes right under my eye as well. And always make sure when you're blending your fangs to not, you just have to dab. And then what I always like to do is I just go back to my foundation brush and just around the edges, I'll just put my extra foundation around it just to blend everything in a lot more evenly so it looks natural. Okay, so then I'm gonna set under my eyes everywhere I concealed. I don't bake, I'm not into baking. So I am using It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores in Translucent. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna dab some of this out. And then I'm going to take my brush. I just take this angled brush and I just dip a little bit in. You can see it's pouring everywhere. And I just dab it on the places that I just concealed. And once it's all on the face, I don't bake, I just kind of brush it away. Now it's time to contour. So contouring, I have this NYX color correcting palette, and then right down here I have my contour color. This color, I couldn't tell you if I tried because it didn't tell you. Anyway, I take this and I take this brush right here. Where is it? Where's my brush? So I take this brush. This is a concealer brush, but I use it for contouring because I just like to be different and it works. So I just circular motions, just get some out of here. And then first place, cheekbone. And you never want to go too far down. You want to kind of just go into the middle of your face. Do you hear my dog? Hear that? So I'm just gonna do a line. And do the same thing on the other side. This is a very light contour. This isn't like crazy contouring, because I don't like to look like a clown. And then I just do on my forehead, right down to my brow, and then very precisely with my nose, I go from the eyebrow down the bridge of my nose, just follow it down, and that's just the beginning step for the nose contouring, but that's what I do first. And then again, I take this brush, the buff brush, and I'm gonna buff it out. Whenever you're buffing contour, don't go downwards. You want everything up. You don't want anything down. That's not good. We don't wanna look old. So it's always best to just go up. So I kind of just, in a circular motion, am just pushing it into my skin, blending it out. And then I take this angled brush again and I go into my bronzer. This is Tarte. I don't know what color it is, but it's Tarte. And I take it and I just go over where I contoured. And again, this contour is very subtle and very light, like almost not noticeable. My dog has such separation anxiety. He can't even, God help me. So I'm just going in where I just contour just to set it and make it a little bit more intensified. Okay, so for the second part of my nose contour, I take this crease brush that I used earlier, and I take my bronzer and I put a little bit in, and then I just go over what I did earlier just to intensify the look. And there you have it. So then what I do immediately after is I just do a little bit of highlighter on the bridge of my nose. So I use the same crease brush and I dip a little bit in my highlighter and I just go very precisely down the bridge of my nose and put a little bit on the tip of my nose. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my Cupid's bow. And I'm going to finish the highlighter later. I do everything very scattered, but it works. Okay, so next, now that I've concealed and I've done all of my contouring, I'm going to do the under part of my eyes. So again, I'm taking the same crease brush and I'm taking my Tarte palette again. And I'm gonna pick up the same color leader and just put a little bit on my brush and then right under my eye, from the outer corner, just to about the middle. And then what I like to do is pick up a lighter color to follow, but go into the inner corner of my eye because that always brightens and illuminates and makes your eyes look bigger and prettier. So I'm gonna go back with Funny Girl right here. I'm gonna pick some of that up and I'm going to put it in the inner corner of my eye. Just connect it to the darker color under my eye. I like illuminating under my eyes, so the lighter the better because it just brightens up your eyes, it brightens up your face, and I just love it. So this is my favorite. It goes on so nice and it's just awesome. It's by NYX and it's called Face Art in Platinum. It's glide on and it literally glides on perfectly. So I take this and I just put it in the inner lid of my under eye. You can see how nice that just goes on. And I'm gonna do that to the other side of my eye. And then I just like to put a little bit more in the corner. Just really brightens up your eyes. So that's that, and now I move on to mascara. So let me tell you about mascara. I've tried so many mascaras, and a couple years ago I came across a mascara. It's from the drugstore. I'm obsessed with it. It goes on so nice. I can't even tell you. It's Telescopic by L'Oreal, and the applicator is just so phenomenal, and I have not used any mascara since I found this treasure. So you just take this and I start applying my mascara. I do not use false eyelashes. I have very long eyelashes, but again, if you want me to do an eyelash tutorial, I will be more than happy to do so. And I always do this in 2 coats. So now I have my mascara and I'm gonna do my bottom lashes. So I make my funny face and I just very gently go over my bottom lashes because I don't personally like really intense bottom lashes with a lot of makeup on them because I think it looks a little ridiculous. Oh, hair's in the way. Do you like my face as I'm doing this? It's so beautiful. Okay, so now I'm going to do my highlighter using this beautiful brush right here. I'm just gonna dip it in my homemade highlighter and you're just gonna take it and fan right under your eye. Highlighter, it's so pretty. And then I'm just gonna put a little bit right above my eyebrows. So you want to get all the spots where the light hits. And I already did my nose, I'm just gonna go over it again, over my cupid's bow. There's that highlight. Okay. Now for lips. This is what I'm loving right now. It is NYX Lingerie, and this color is Corset. It's matte, and I absolutely love it. And before I do that, I'm going to apply my lip liner, and this is NYX as well, and it is in Nude Beige. So I'm just gonna take this. Start up here. And then with this color, I do 2 coats. So I'm gonna put the first coat on now. Let it dry. Just wait. Put another coat on. Do you see my lip twitching? It's kind of funny. So I put that coat on. I always put a little bit of clear gloss on it and I use lip plumper. It's very, very minimal lip plumping because, at least for me, if I get really intense lip plumping lip glosses, it really bothers my skin because it'll get like up on my face and it's just really bad. So I just put a tiny bit, I just dab it on. And then and there you have it.